Okay, let's look at two people who live together, but their daily lives? Totally different.
So we've got Lucy, a YouTuber, and her fiancé Will, who's a farmer. Indoors versus outdoors, basically. And as Will puts it himself, their lives are, well, about as different as you can get.
Their day starts at completely different times. Will's up super early. Lucy, not so much.
And here's some key vocabulary for you. There's waking up, and then there's actually getting up.
For Will, that gap is real. He actually needs 3 alarms just to get himself out of bed. But even with the different schedules, they have this sweet morning ritual. Will brings Lucy coffee in bed.
All right, let's talk breakfast. Again, pretty simple, but completely different for each of them.
But sometimes, maybe on a weekend, they go all out with the legendary full English breakfast.
This thing is huge. We're talking lots of high-fat stuff, kind of perfect if you're a bit hungover.
Yeah, but don't think they eat this all the time. It's a rare thing, maybe just 5 times a year.
Okay, exercise. You guessed it, they're total opposites here too. One's structured, the other's just life.
For Will, his job is his workout. He's always moving, lifting heavy bags, and shoveling grain.
Lucy's work is way less physical, but it has a really clear weekly structure for making her videos.
But one thing is always the same. No matter what, lunch is at 1 o'clock, every single day.
And in the UK, it's pretty common to have a light lunch like this before a bigger dinner.
Dinner time for them is pretty early, usually kicking off sometime between 6 and 8 in the evening.
And on Sundays, they've got another great British tradition, the Sunday roast, often down at the pub.
It's a massive, super comforting meal. So many different parts, all covered in delicious gravy. And you can't forget the Yorkshire pudding. It's this amazing savory pastry that's essential to the meal.
Even as the day ends, they're different. Lucy loves a bath, but for Will, that's a no-go.
Why? Because he's 6'6". The guy literally doesn't fit in most bathtubs.
And with those early mornings, it's no surprise they hit the hay pretty early, around 10 or 10:30.
So their days are totally different, but somehow it works. It really makes you think, what's your day like?